Well, I'm Daphne Goode, and we're enjoying the Crofton waterfront today. You can come down and just enjoy a wonderful walk, boating, the bird watching as well, and even jazz at the Crofton pub. Thanks for joining us on Go Island, Cowichan Valley. On today's show, it's an anniversary year for True Grain Bread, and they're pulling them in on Sunday afternoons with jazz at the Crofton pub. We'll visit one of the last companies in Canada manufacturing kayaks. All that and more on Go Island, Cowichan Valley.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
Dave Leifert's leading the trio up here. Dave, great to have your music. That was an original composition. Tell me the name and a little background.
It's called Selba Selbu, and I wrote it, I don't even know how long ago. I was into Bartok for a bit, and Bartok was, his first name is Bela, So Bela, you switch the letters around, you get Selbu, and it's a blues. So blues, you switch the letters around for the second word, and it's blues. Bela's blues. I was trying to be clever.
Ah, that's way too cerebral.
Well, I don't know if it sounded anything like Bartok, but never mind.
It sounds fabulous. So you're here in the Crofton Hotel. How have the crowds been so far?
Really good, surprisingly good actually. Some crowds it's been full, which is really encouraging.
No kidding. Well, the Cowichan Valley is certainly well known for a lot of artistry, great music, and there's no excuse that people should be here on Sunday for the jazz. You're well known all over the valley. What do you think about the music scene?
It's good. I mean, obviously, as a musician, it could always be better, right? I'd like to play more, obviously, but yeah, it's quite good. There's a lot of people that are interested in jazz and in culture and music, which is wonderful.
What's the kind of jazz that you'll be bringing to the Crofton Hotel, Van Dave?
Oh, it depends who I'm playing with. So it could be bluesy or really jazzy or maybe even flavors of R&B or maybe Latin salsa or bossa nova or whatever.
Yeah, something for everybody there.
Yeah.
Now, I know you've collaborated with Pat Selman, and she's a powerhouse all on her own. Tell me what your feelings are about having such a talented woman in the Valley, bringing all you musicians together.
Oh, it's great. I mean, without Pat, I don't know where the Valley would be, really. She's been very instrumental in getting musicians together and good quality musicians together too, and performing herself as well. She's a very good singer as well, very easy to listen to, and she's lovely to collaborate with for sure.
And even you taught her at one time piano, I heard.
Yeah, she started piano with me a long time ago, and then lessons became more about her asking me to play and she would sing, so then we just moved in that direction.
Sounds great. Well, we look forward to hearing you on Sunday afternoons here at the Crofton Hotel, Dave. And you've been playing some standards today as well. We'll hear a little bit more of your music later on. Any final words?
Just more music would be great.
Live jazz on Sunday afternoons happens from 2 until 5 at the Crofton Pub, 1534 Joan Avenue. Sunday jazz will continue until late June. Check listings of all events to come at 250-324-2245 or go to the website croftonhotel.ca. We'll be back after a very short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a trip to True Grain Bread during a special anniversary year. Thanks a lot for that story, Paul. And now we're going to head back to the Crofton Pub for more about music with Pat Selman, the First Lady of Jazz in the Cowichan Valley. Well, here's a guy that's definitely at home behind the drum set. Ron Joyner, thanks for your music today.
Oh, it's great to be here. Great to be playing at the pub here.
So, Ron, you were well known for decades in Victoria, but fairly new to the Cowichan Valley music scene?
Yes, my wife and I moved up here just a couple of years ago. Thriving jazz scene here. Very, very artistic community. Our bass player is a potter in his day job, and lots of artists, lots of great musicians.
That's for sure. And a staple is Pat. Everybody in the music industry and the music scene here knows Pat.
She is the driving force behind jazz in the Valley. I call her the First Lady of Jazz in Cowichan. She organized this thing about a year ago, and I've been helping her out with a little bit of publicity. She is relentless. She's fierce. If you want to get anything done in the Valley here, get Pat Selman on your side because she can do it, and nothing stands in her way. So she's the driving force behind this whole thing, and it's been a success.
So here we are in this little historic hotel. The Crofton Hotel has been here a long time. It's been through a few facelifts, but over and over again there are events and there's music here. The Sunday jazz, how does it feel from a performer's standpoint?
This is a great little pub. It was just renovated about 4 or 5 years ago, and it's just an ideal venue for Sunday. Well, Sunday afternoons is great. We get people over from Salt Spring. We get lots of people coming up from Victoria, as well as from all over the valley here. And the acoustics are terrific, and the audiences have been really receptive.
So this is a big, beautiful bass, and John Robertson behind the bass, of course, giving us some wonderful music today, John. And you're pretty well known around here. I know also you play at the Cowichan Bay Pub.
Yeah, we do, with the Dev Bailey Trio, quartet sometimes. We've been doing that for I think this is our 6th year, which is
Right.
pretty amazing.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, and here at the Crofton Hotel, jazz on Sundays, that's pretty decadent. You know, a lovely Sunday afternoon to walk down and spend some time at the Crofton Hotel listening to jazz must be just about the best thing. Do you get some interesting audiences?
Wonderful audiences. They come for the beautiful ocean view and the fabulous jazz, the great atmosphere of the pub. It's a terrific place, yeah. It's a real opportunity.
And John, you're a potter as well. I was thinking having nimble fingers works in ceramics as well as certainly on bass. So it's an interesting combination and one that obviously you're happy with.
Oh, I'm very lucky. I get to do both wonderful things, and I seem to be getting away with it so far, so it's terrific.
And how do you like Pat Selman as a boss?
Well, Pat is wonderful. She really anchors so much of the jazz in the valley. I've played with her maybe 10 years now, and she really helped me along with the whole process. And yeah, she's quite wonderful.
And I like the energy here with this trio, but I know you play with a lot of other musicians as well. Are there bound to be a lot of various genres on a Sunday afternoon here at the Crofton Hotel?
Yeah, it can really vary, as Dave said earlier. There's Latin feel, there's rock, there's sort of a bluesy feel, there's real fabulous jazz players that come here, and it's a real opportunity to see really fine players.
Do you get any dancers?
We do. We get a lot of swing dancers, which is a real treat. If you have dancers, you play to them. It's quite nice.
She's an amazing musician on her own, Pat Selman, but fortunately for everybody on Vancouver Island, she's now a producer of Jazz at the Crofton Hotel on Sunday afternoons. Pat, it's great to see you.
Thank you, Daphne.
Chance to relax a little bit.
Yes.
I have a feeling you were born with jazz in your soul.
Oh, absolutely. I was born and raised with jazz in our family all the time. It was just great, and I've carried that through my whole life.
But you became a producer. Not everybody is that generous. A lot of people love their own music. They love performing. You really have this collaborative sense and seem to be always pulling people together. We've got a rich community for you to work with, right? And who are you bringing to the Crofton Hotel?
We try to bring as many new performers as well as old, seasoned jazz performers to the Crofton, and it's just been wonderful. We've had lots of people asking to perform here at the Crofton Hotel. It's just great.
It seems to me sometimes jazz gets a bad rap, or people say, I don't understand it, it's really noisy. Just describe for us the kind of music people will hear on Sundays with Jazz at the Crofton.
Jazz at the Crofton will present a lot of songs and tunes from the Great American Songbook, and that particular genre is very, very close to my heart. Mm-hmm. And we do Latin jazz, we do gypsy jazz, we do
danceable jazz.
Absolutely. Yeah, and having it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it gives people an opportunity to come in, have a drink, have some food, enjoy the views. It's just a wonderful venue.
And another attraction is that people can sit in, right? You invite all kinds of people to sit in with you. That's a neat opportunity.
Absolutely. We're just really appreciative of the musicians that do come at 4 o'clock to sit in.
So 4 o'clock till 5 is
4 to
sit-in
5.
time. So anybody that wants to sing or play instrument, they can come in, bring their own, and join in. Mm-hmm. Good old jam session.
You bet.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful, Pat. I also want to talk about your view of the Cowichan Valley music scene, and I know you're trying to reach out more to youth performers.
Absolutely. The youth in our community, in our jazz community, are very, very important. They're the next, the next group that are coming up, and we try to give as many youth jazz musicians a chance to play on our stage.
Mm-hmm. How would you describe jazz? And I know this might even connect with some of the people you admire, the iconic performers of the past.
The most important quote that I remember is that of Wynton Marsalis, who said that when jazz musicians get on the stage, they are constantly negotiating their agendas with one another, not with spoken words, but with their instruments. And that's always stuck with me, and it's a very, very interesting concept.
Live jazz on Sunday afternoons happens from 2 until 5 at the Crofton Pub. We're coming up to a short break, and on the other side of the break, it's one of the last companies making kayaks in Canada, and it's gaining popularity because of a recent appearance on a television series. Sucheta Singh with that story after the break. Thanks for that story, Sucheta. It makes you want to get out on the water, doesn't it? Well, you can certainly do that if you head down here to the Crofton waterfront and the beautiful Seawalk. We saw some raccoons, so there's lots of birds, that gorgeous view out here. You can also enjoy jazz every Sunday afternoon at the Crofton Pub, or come down and enjoy the public art kiosk, which is put together on the waterfront by the Crofton artists. We hope we see you next time, and don't forget, a lot of our ideas are coming from people all throughout the Cowichan Valley. We'd love to hear from you on Twitter or Facebook or email, and we hope we'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.
Women's clothing provided by Tulip Noir, casual designer fashions. Men's wardrobe by DG Bremner & Co. Menswear and accessories. Hair services provided by Salon J.